Welcome everybody, my name is Shane Fritchley and I'll be conducting today's naming ceremony for the beloved child of John and Sue. The couple are very excited and thankful having everybody here today. A naming ceremony is a very positive and joyful occasion, which is why they've invited so many of their beloved here today to share it with. The purpose of the naming ceremony is to officially welcome their baby, Jessica Rose Pierce, into the family. This is the first child that Sue and John have had together and want to unite the members of their family, including Nick, Maddie and Josh, through this ceremony. Please feel free to take photos. John and Sue encourage it. They have also set up a hashtag for today's ceremony, and it's hashtag #JRosePierce. Please be aware that they do have professional photographers here walking around, and at certain points in the ceremony they will need priority to take photos during certain aspects of the rituals that we'll be performing here today. So just be conscious of your movements around when you are taking photos, but they do want you to get some really good photos of the ceremony today. The responsibility of a child's life and happiness is not only the concern of the parents, but also this gathering and family around her. Just as you have been invited to share the parents' happiness and joy too, so you are also asked to share in their responsibility. As the more love this child receives, the more she will have to offer others. The more people in her world, the richer her world will be. To kick off the ceremony today, Nick, Maddie and Josh have each prepared a reading for today's ceremony. Josh is going to help Maddie with hers because Josh is a little bit younger, followed then by a reading from Sue and John. Nick will go first. Nick, if you could please come forward and do your reading. Thank you. Nick comes forward. All the things that I have seen is what it is called. I wish that I could take you everywhere that I have been. I wish that I could indicate the places where I fell and keep you thus from tripping on those rougher spots as well. I wish that I could do this and save you from the strife, but I know that I'd be sparing you the lessons of your life, and you must learn those lessons as hard as they may be. Just know you will always have a helping hand from me. Josh, that was very, very lovely. If you stick to those words as being a big brother, I'm sure Jessica will feel loved, protected, and safe when she's with you. So thank you very much. That was beautiful, Josh. Maddie, can you please come forward, up to the front? All right, little Maddie will now do her reading. Our reading is called What is Family? A family is the sweetest feelings, the warmest hugs, trust and togetherness, unconditional love. The stories of our lives written on the same page, the nicest memories anyone has ever made. Treasured photos, thankful tears, hearts overflowing with all the years. Being there for one another, supporting and caring, understanding, helping, sharing. Walking life's path together and making the journey a more beautiful because we are family and family is love. Thank you, Maddie. That was very well read. Those are some beautiful words. Over the years, I'm sure Jessica will feel all the love and get so many warm hugs from the both of you, as well as your bigger brother too. Okay, now John will do his reading. John, if you're ready, I will hold the mic up for you.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. I feel this reading gives hope to all parents in knowing that while parenting can be hard, there are also some very easy, natural things that can really create a special bond between parent and child. My reading is Children Learn What They Live by Dorothy Law Nolte. If children live with criticism, they will learn to condemn. If children live with hostility, they will learn to fight. If children live with fear, they will learn to be apprehensive. If children live with pity, they will learn to feel sorry for themselves. If children live with ridicule, they will learn to feel shy. If children live with jealousy, they will learn to feel envy. If children live with shame, they will learn to feel guilty. If children live with encouragement, they will learn confidence. If children live with tolerance, they will learn patience. If children live with praise, they will learn appreciation. If children live with acceptance, they learn to love. If children live with approval, they learn to like themselves. If children learn with recognition, they learn it is good to have a goal. If children live with sharing, they learn generosity. If children live with honesty, they learn truthfulness. If children live with fairness, they learn justice. If children live with kindness and consideration, they learn respect. If children live with security, they learn to have faith in themselves and in those about them. If children live with friendliness, they learn the world is a nice place in which to live. Thank you.
Thanks, John. I must say I completely agree with your comments regarding that whole reading. I've heard it before at other naming ceremonies, and it's a beautiful reading, and I love it every time that I hear it. Very well chosen. Sue, you happy holding Jessica there, or you want to give it to John? Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. I'll hold the mic for you too. Sue will now do her reading.
Thank you, Shane. My reading is called I Love You From the Very Start. I love you from the very start. Your soul, my breath, embraced my heart. Our life together has just begun. You're part of me, my little one. As mother with child, each day I grew. My mind was filled with thoughts of you. I'd daydream of the things we'd share, like late night bottles and teddy bears, like first steps and skin knees. Like bedtime stories and ABC, I thought of things you'd want to know, like how birds fly and flowers grow. I thought of lessons I need to share, like standing tall and playing fair. When I first saw your precious face, I prayed your life be touched with grace. I thank the angels from above and promise you unending love. Each night I lay you down to sleep, I gently kiss your head and cheek. I count your little fingers and toes and memorize your eyes and nose. I linger at the nursery door, awed each day I'd love you more. Through misty eyes I dim the light and whisper I love you every night. I love you from my very start, your soul, my breath, embrace my heart. As mother and child our journey begins, my heart's yours forever, my little friend.
Beautiful, Sue. Thank you very much. Although I'm sure the late night bottles every hour and a half is testing at times, I'm sure keeping you up at night, but
Yes.
it's all part of it. It's such a beautiful thing. Okay, now I will ask the parents to confirm Jessica's full name for all those present here today.
Jessica Rose Pierce.
Jessica Rose Pierce.
I will now give you all the background of how they came to be, to give Jessica such a beautiful name. As Shakespeare said, what's in a name? Sometimes quite a lot. While there are copious amounts of meanings all over the internet regarding the name Jessica, such as wealthy, gracious, gift from God, natural flair with communication, and compassionate, just to name a few. However, for Sue and John, it means so much more to them and their family. The name Jessica was the name of Jessica's grandmother, who unfortunately passed only a few months prior to Jessica being born. The connection that Sue and Nonna B had was one of those so precious to Sue. She was her best friend, shared everything with her, and had so many amazing memories from her childhood with Nonna B. Why Nonna B, you might be thinking, when her name was Jessica? Sue struggled to say Nonna Jess and could only come out with Bess for many years. So much so that it stuck over the years. So Nonna B, it came to be. Rose, on the other hand, is thanks to John. Delving into the Pierce and Tripp family tree, Tripp being Sue's maiden name, turns out they both had a Rose in the family, who in their own rights made their own name for themselves in that family tree. On John's side, Rose Pierce, 5 generations ago, had 6 children and was left to bring them up on her own when the husband just walked out, which she did successfully, or John may not have made it here today. Demonstrating strength, courage, and resilience, all the qualities they wish to instill in Jessica Rose Pierce. On Sue's side, the Rose grew up in England and bearing 5 children. With a husband's wage barely enough for them to get by, she learned how to knit and plant herbs in their garden and would sell her goods at the local market at the weekend. Again, showing resilience, willingness to learn, initiative, more qualities they wish to instill in Jessica as she grows. So what's in her name? In the case of Jessica Rose Pierce, endless love, friendship, strength, resilience, courage, willingness to learn, and initiative, just to name a few. Very, very interesting and very beautiful, I think, to have such a name. Okay, the parents will now read their vows for Jessica. John will once again go first.
Jessica Rose Pierce, I promise to love you, not only with these words, but show you daily. Show you by providing shelter and food for you, being there for you in times of need. Be there when you need an ear to listen. I will protect you, but also let you make important life mistakes. Mistakes that are life lessons, and you will make a few. I promise to be there when these life lessons trip you up and I'll catch your fall. I promise to provide for you as much as I can. I promise to teach you right from wrong. I will teach you how to appreciate people and love others who are willing and in need. I want to promise you the world, but that would be selfish, as the world is yours to discover. It'll be my job to support you to do so. Endless love, Dad.
Again, John, very beautiful words, written by yourself this time, so that was absolutely lovely to hear. Okay, Sue, your turn.
Jessica Rose Pierce, I promise to do as much of the things your father mentioned. As your mother, I promise to nurture you now and throughout the years, especially the early ones, where my sleep, social life, eating habits, and hair and makeup are irrelevant or non-existent. I will support your decisions, even the bad ones, not the stupid ones. But as your father said, lessons will be learned, which will be some of the most important lessons in your life. There will be times for Dad and times for Mum. I promise to show you patience and respect in these moments. I hope to form a bond with you, much deeper than just your mum. I will always be your mum, first, as that job is so much more important, which I think has been lost over time. After being the best mum I can be, I will be a friend when you need one. I will make mistakes too, and I hope you will show me patience and help me make things right again. I want to give you the world and every opportunity in the presence for you, my girl. It will be tough love at times, just ask your siblings, but it is for you, for your benefit, and while at the time you won't like, I hope it shapes you into a beautiful, giving, respectful and powerful person. With all my love and patience, Mum.
Beautiful, Sue. That was once again really lovely to hear, coming straight from the heart. Okay, now we have the 2 guardians coming up to do their blessing. The parents have chosen one male and female guardian for Jessica. These 2 guardians will guide her and be there for her throughout her life also. In the same way, they have loved and supported John and Sue through their lives. So can Michael, would you please come forward first and give your blessing? Thanks, Shane. Jessica, I have no idea why your parents have chosen me to guide you through life. I struggle to guide myself. Perhaps in a roundabout way, you'll help me too. Jessica Rose Pierce, I promise to always be there for you in times of need. Unless, of course, the Cronulla Sharks are playing, then you'll either be with me at the game or we can just FaceTime. Okay, seriously, I'm honoured to be chosen by John and Sue to be one of Jessica's guardians. I will give my all to assist where Mum and Dad may not be able to, or you need a new ear to tell something to. Life these days can be tough. It's not going to be easy, little girl. But with your family, guardians, and all these people gathered here today, battling for you through your lows and your highs, I doubt you'll be low for too long with all the love you have around you. I'll be there when you need someone to pick you up from your first underage party that you accidentally got drunk at. My cover stories are great, and 9 times out of 10, a trip through Macca's drive-through will help. Mum and Dad won't even know. I'll be there when the idiot boyfriend wants to play up, and Mum and Dad say, stay away from that boy, but she follows your heart anyway. I'll be there for all the times where Mum and Dad just wouldn't understand right now. Uncle Mike, which sounds a hell of a lot better than Guardian Michael, will be there in whatever capacity I can to help. Of course, I'll be there for the younger years too, but Uncle Mike is the fun guy, and I will guide you as much fun as possible that you can handle. I look forward to watching you blossom, Jessica Rose Pierce. Love, Guardian Michael. Thank you, Michael. I can see why John and Sue have chosen you to be one of Jessica's guardians. Very well said. Okay, Maureen, the other guardian, can you please make your way up to the front? Thank you very much. I can definitely agree with Shane and completely understand why they have chosen Michael and myself as guardians. I'm not as outspoken as Michael, but I have some qualities that I believe will guide Jessica throughout her life. I've chosen a reading called I'd Love to Be a Fairy's Child by Robert Graves. Children born of fairy stock never need a shirt or frock, never want for food or fire, always get their heart's desire. Jingle pockets full of gold, marry when they're 7 years old. Even every fairy child may keep 2 strong ponies and 10 sheep. All have houses, each his own, built of brick or granite stone. They live on cherries, they run wild. I'd love to be a fairy's child. I hope I can provide for you to make all your dreams come true, Jessica, and all your wishes too. While we do live in a crazy world at times, it has definitely provided opportunities for you to be whoever and whatever you want to be. I will endeavour to guide you through the craziness, let you make mistakes that are so precious, but pick you up, dust you off, and throw you back on the horse, motorbike, bicycle, electric scooter, or even just the saddle of life. All my love, Auntie M. It really does sound better than Guardian Maureen. Beautiful Maureen, thank you again, both Michael and Maureen. I feel both guardians will play an amazing role in Jessica Rose's life. Very well done, Sue and John. Now, the grandparents' blessing. Grandparents play a very special role in the lives of any grandchild. As we remember again the beautiful connection Sue had with her Nonna B. The grandparents don't have a reading. Rather, I will speak a vow which they all promise to live by for Jessica. Can I have all the grandparents come to the front, please? Okay, grandparents, when I finish the vow, you will simply answer, I will. Do you promise to watch over Jessica Rose Pierce with love, support and guidance, patience and understanding as her life unfolds throughout the years? Do you promise to give the best grandma and grandpa hugs, give chocolate after dinner before bedtime, give ice cream before dinner but not tell mum and dad, have sleepovers because they are much more fun things to do at your house than your own? Let her have tantrums, but always remember she loves you and it's nothing that can be fixed, nothing that can't be fixed without a cuddle. Most importantly, mentor me. Don't let me forget to be respectful, have self-worth, and make sure the stories of the good old days are good ones so I'll actually want to listen. Grandparents, I will.
I will.
Thank you, grandparents. Thank you, John, as well. You can also get in on that vow. It's not a big deal, but the grandparents, thank you very much for all being a part of Jessica Rose's life. And I know, being my age, grandparents in my life was such a special part for me as well. And all of you will play a very special part in Jessica Rose Pierce's life as well. We will now be performing a ritual, a candle ritual. The Pierce family wanted to have a candle ritual in their ceremony to signify the addition to the family and also the acceptance of Jessica into the wonderful blended family. As you can see, there is one large candle here in the middle, which has been beautifully marked, and on it written, it says Pierce Fam Bam, which is what the children currently use to describe the whole family when taking vacations. The Pierce Fam Bam vacation. Each member of the family will light their candle from the one which will be lit on behalf of Jessica, to signify she is officially part of the Pierce Fam Bam. I will then read a blessing, and with all the candles lit, we'll unify the family as a whole. So I will light the large candle. Okay, now one at a time, the children will come up, and once you've lit your candle, just move off to the side of Mum and Dad, and then Mum and Dad will light their candle also. Okay, Nick, can you come up and light your candle off Jessica's flame? Thank you, Nick. Just stand over there. Maddie, can you come now light your candle off Jessica's flame? Maddie, I might get you to help Josh with his because he is a bit little. Josh, come forward as well. That's it. Nice and easy. All right, you hold that there, Joshy. Great. Okay, now John and Sue, I've got your candles here.
Yep.
Light your candle from Jessica's candle. Okay. Now when I finish the blessing, you will all say, with all our love, I promise. Once again, with all our love, I promise. Let us all join together in a blessing for baby Jessica. For health, love, and life, let us all be thankful. For friends and family, homes and loved ones, let us be thankful. For beauty of this world, let us be thankful. Jessica, as we take this flame from you, we take that which is most precious as fire as a symbol of light and life. In return, we give you our lives and welcome us into our world and our fam bam. We wish you a life of love and happiness and a peaceful world. Let the lighting of these candles be an affirmation of this promise. Peace family, once again, with all our love, I promise.
With our love, I promise.
Beautiful, beautiful Pierce family. That was such a lovely ceremony, a great way to introduce and now embed Jessica Rose Pierce into the family. Or into the Pierce Fam Bam. So good job, everybody. I heard your promises loud and clear. Now, if you could please just blow out your candles, we'll keep Jessica's alight, and we'll get the kiddies to sit back down. So, kiddies, can you give me your candles one at a time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now sit back down. Mum and Dad, thank you. Beautiful. Okay, now we're now coming towards the end of the ceremony, and I understand that from here you will be heading back to the Pierce family home for a barbecue, for a big lunch, and I'm sure they've got it very well catered for. From what they're telling me, it's going to be fantastic. I might even pop along myself. I'll have to wait and see. At this point, there is an opportunity for those parents to come forward and give their personal blessing to Jessica Rose Pierce, or a gift that you might have for Jessica. Keep in mind though, if it is a large gift, please wait till the barbecue to give that gift because there's limited space up here. However, if it is something small and significant for the occasion, you can do what you need to do, either touch it with Jessica's forehead and then hand it over to John while Sue holds Jessica. But this is now your time to come forward to give your private blessings.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was there much?
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mum. Thank you, Dad. Oh, you little one, thank you. That's beautiful. We really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
Beautiful. Like I said, anything else that you might have forgotten or you want to do later, there'll be plenty of time at the barbecue. John and Sue will probably get one of the guardians, so Jessica, who has been so very well behaved this whole ceremony. She's still awake?
No, fast asleep.
Fast asleep. So she probably didn't hear half of it, but either way, she's been very, very well behaved. I'm sure she heard all the important things she needed to hear, and she felt all the love and blessings from everybody here, the family, the guardians, and all the grandparents. So thank you all for those who came forward. So now to close the ceremony, I would firstly like to thank Jessica Rose Pierce once again for being so well behaved. And looking like she actually kind of enjoyed all this attention a little bit, so much so that she is asleep, like we said. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing, having attention seek your mum or dad, but we'll have to wait and see as time goes on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for being here. Once again, like John and Sue chose a very special group of people to be here for the naming ceremony today. And I'm sure John and Sue will thank you after the ceremony as well for your attendance here today at some point. And the fact that they feel so blessed that everybody came today. And it was such a great turnout. And I know they feel blessed, and I know that they feel the love. And for Jessica to start her life off, well, she's one now, but to be officially introduced into the Fam Bam, I'm sure with all this love and joy around her, she's going to be just fine with you guys and everybody else.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Michael, for giving his lovely, lovely speech, and I'm sure you'll be a great guardian, Michael, regardless of what you may think of yourself. I think they've made a very good choice, and you're going to be there for her at plenty of times throughout her life, young and old. And thank you, Maureen, for her beautiful speech as well. Like I said, I think you guys have great personalities, and that's why John and Sue have chosen such strong and different personalities to be the guardian for their Jessica, and you will both guide them beautifully through life, I'm sure. And thank you, the grandparents, for all coming forward to do their blessing as well. I'm sure Jessica heard it, and you guys are going to have the best time, as you already have had with some of the other kids, I'm sure, being their grandparents. But with Jessica Rose, I'm sure you guys will have endless amounts of happy times bringing her up as well. A very special thanks to Nick, Maddie and Josh for their participation and contributions with their beautiful readings. You all did very, very well, especially with the candle ceremony. Good job, Joshy. Jessica is such a very lucky girl to have such a loving family and her siblings ready to be there for her, as well as mum and dad. But to have brothers and sisters like yourselves ready to go and to hear the words that you guys said today, she's a very, very lucky girl. I will now all ask those present not to forget these promises that were made today, not to forget the vows and blessings made here today. I'm sure in some way you will all have an impact on this beautiful baby's life as she grows up to be a beautiful, strong, intelligent, ambitious, initiative-taking young woman with all the support of their family and everybody here today. I will now present John and Sue with their commemorative certificate for the ceremony, which reads simply, I'll read it out here because you guys can't see it. This is to certify that on this day, 24th of August 2019, the child Jessica Rose Pierce was named by John and Sue and has welcomed with open arms and love into the community and the Pierce Fam Bam. So John and Sue, there's your official certificate. You can show that around at the barbecue for sure. I would personally like to thank you once again all for being present here today. I have had a wonderful time. Jessica has had a wonderful time, so much so, like I said, she's asleep. And conducting a ceremony like this with beautiful parents, beautiful readings that come from the heart, okay, and even the poems which everybody Googles these days, very, very well chosen. And like I said, if you can take those words and impact Jessica's life the way that I'm sure you will, she's not going to have a problem at all being that kind of girl you want her to be, for sure. Okay, so thanks again, and that's the end of the ceremony. Jessica Rose Pierce and the Pierce Fam Bam. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Shane. We really appreciate it. Thank you,
John.
Thank you.
Sue.
Thank you.
And have fun at the barbecue.
Okay,
Thank you
very much.
That's lovely.